What is up, everybody? Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. Welcome back. I'm at the house out in the yard, as you can see. But just want to go over a couple of things. So I've recently taken on 2 new properties. So I'll do some, I don't have any mowing footage from them yet. I just did first cuts at each, kind of cleanup cuts. One is a small neighborhood property. It's a new neighborhood close to the other one that I do, where I have those 4 or 5 yards. So just a couple miles down the road, I think it is. And it's actually in between that group and another yard, so it's on route. You know, you got to get the route density down. So I'm actually about to take the V-Ride and put a new set of blades on it, fresh set of blades, and get it ready for tomorrow. I've got at least 2 to do tomorrow afternoon, and yeah, so the second property is actually, I guess I'm the subcontractor. I'm working with somebody that I know. He worked with a developer, and just kind of started talking roundabout way about some stuff to do with the property, and kind of got into taking on helping him do a lot of the maintenance. So there's some common areas out in the front of the property and a couple about halfway back, and there's a retention pond area as well. Haven't done that yet. He and I both will tackle that one at some point, but just did the first, I guess you'd call it a cleanup on the property. And so what I'll do is, with the first property, I'll try to put some pictures in right here so you can see the before and afters. So there'll be like 2 pictures before and 2 pictures of after of the main part of the yard. So I'll put those in here. So as you can see, that first one, nice and fluffy. That was Bermuda grass, and I actually wound up having to go over that main section of the yard there. There is some front yard area. It was a little more shady, wasn't that bad, just one small part of it was a little thick. But that backyard area actually had to go over 4 times. Once with the deck all the way up, and then drop the deck 3/4 of an inch, drop the deck another 3/4 of an inch, and then I think I dropped it down about a 1/2 an inch, and that kind of got me to the first height that I wanted to cut at. So customer was very happy with it, got it all edged up, and so got it prepped, and I've got to do some shrub pruning there this coming weekend, and then it's a bi-weekly, so in 2 weeks it'll be a little over 2 weeks. But anyway, moot point. First one will be a little over 2 weeks, but and then, like I said, he's wanting to get on the regular schedule with me. So that was the first one that I tackled, and hopefully that one's going to turn into, actually it's got some additional pruning with it. So about every 3 visits, the shrubs will get touched up and shaped up for an extra nominal fee, and on top of the mowing. So just a little bit of upselling there. So I'll get into the second property as well. So I'll try to put some pictures of that, just a couple of before and afters of some of the sections. So there'll be 2 or 3 before and 2 or 3 after of a couple of sections, and then maybe just a couple of finished photos that'll scroll through right here somewhere in this part of the video. Whew, it's starting to get a little dimmer out here. So if I keep on, I'm going to be at Ronaldo's favorite time. So it'll be dark here before long. But as you can see, that one had been let go. The previous company, I guess they weren't too happy with the way they were doing the maintenance. I won't name any names. I know who it was. And neither here nor there. And so I guess maybe the other company had just kind of stopped. Maybe they had some type of disagreement with service or payment or something. I have no idea about how that went down. But you can see it had been let go for a little bit. Some of those the bed areas had a lot of that tall grass in it and had to go in and get cleaned up. Thankfully, the V-Ride was able to get onto some of those slopes over the top of that that thick, heavy grass in some of those bed areas and kind of weave in between those tea olives and some Japanese yews, I think is what the shrubs were. So that kind of reduced down the weed eating and stuff that had to be done, trimming down through there. And then you can just kind of see the other areas. They're getting ready. There's a new builder actually getting ready to come in and start developing some of the lots and building, from what I've been told. So, you know, those are going to be some, I think some duplex townhome type deals in that neighborhood. So we'll see what it turns into. Plenty to do there. Those common areas and stuff is basically Centipede, but it'll get bi-weekly service part of the year. It's kind of a contract setup where there's about 4 or 5 months where it's once a month in the off season, kind of November through I think March. Then the first 2 months of the spring, so like April and May, it's bi-weekly. In the heart of the summer for about 3 months there, June, July, and August, I believe, somewhere, it's weekly. May even start in late May. And then September, October is bi-weekly, so on and so forth. So somewhere around 25 or 28 cuts. But second part of this video, now that I've talked about those and showed y'all some pictures, is 2 new properties has brought about 2 new toys. So got me 2 new pieces of equipment. One I've been wanting to buy both of these for a while. One a little longer than the other one, so a little added incentive, or should I say added insurance, to help with cleanup and stuff. So I'm going to turn the camera around, let y'all see them, and talk briefly about them. I've already used both of them actually on that second property, and they worked out great. So here we go. So like I said, I'm about to go put some blades on the V-Ride, but that's not new. Y'all have seen it before. It actually looks like it's looking at you right there. See there? But drum roll, please. Ta-da! Here we are. I mean, you know I'm a steel guy, so I still got my BR600 sitting up there, but this is the BR800X backpack blower. So just picked this up from a local dealer a couple days ago, along with the Stihl SG20 4-gallon backpack sprayer. Actually just used this today to go through some of the bed areas on that property and do some spraying. Went through a couple of tanks in it, so a nice big property. And excellent job, smooth operation. Got done. I ran a couple gallons of just straight water back through it, sprayed to kind of clean any residue out. And nothing needs to be said really about the BR800. My 600 is getting to be about 5 or so years old, so I felt it would be good to have another blower, and especially when I've got some longer driveways and parking lot areas. This one moves a lot more air and will probably work better for possibly blowing off driveways and stuff from the stand-on. So if any of y'all have either of these, let me know y'all's thoughts on them. Like I said, I've used the BR800 a couple of times. and actually tested the theory on guy when I bought it said this will push a brick across the sidewalk. So actually the first property we went to, they actually had a brick laying on a side patio, kind of concrete patio area. So I had to try it out. And it will do it for sure. So plenty of air movement there. And like I said, the SG20 smooth operating, like I said, 4-gallon backpack sprayer. The lever here folds down. Sorry, that lever folds down to the side, pumps it up. Kind of a piston setup right here, but yeah, does a excellent job, and it'd help if I would keep the camera on there. So again, if y'all have these, let me know. I'm excited to add these to my setup. I'm soon going to order some racks for blower and stuff to go here in the trailer, and that's just kind of something that's going on. Not going to drag this one out too much longer. I know it's longer than most of y'all probably watched at this point, but hey, for the few of you hanging around, thanks for sticking around and watching, and thank you to all my subscribers. I've gotten a few new ones. I'm still trying to get better at putting a few more videos out, even though the season's slowing down. But there's just been a whole lot going on, as you can tell, with the new properties and stuff. And I'm excited about it. And it's going to be a good rest of the season, a good 2026 coming up. But again, thank y'all for taking the time to watch. Let me know y'all's thoughts on the blower and the sprayer. And yeah, excited about it. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. And as always, just want to say y'all be safe, be kind, be blessed. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks, everybody.